Welcome back to Globe 10.0. Tony Massarotti, Chad Finn, Jonathan Papelbon gone. 4 years, $50 million with an option that could bring it to 5 and somewhere in the range of 60 plus. Daniel Bard, is he the heir apparent, Chad? Do you think he can do the job? Because I don't think he can.
I think he is the heir apparent. I do think he can do the job. I think a lot of what happened in September is still fresh in people's heads, where he was pretty responsible for the meltdown, along with a lot of other guys. Had a really horrible month, but he's also the same guy who had 24 scoreless appearances in a row during the middle of the summer. You're going to have a harder time finding a better alternative out there than Daniel Bard.
Okay, and when I say that I don't think he can do the job, I don't mean regular season. Pretty much anyone can close during the regular season and get 35 saves. I believe that. But I think closing in the postseason is a different animal. And the 2 World Series that the Red Sox won in this millennium, they had terrific closers both times. Folk was awesome in 2004, and Papelbon was terrific in 2007. I just don't like Bard in those pressure situations.
Well, not to go off the rails here, but that's one of the things I think Red Sox fans with short memories are forgetting here, is that how hard it is to find a guy that can do what Papelbon did. Even with the meltdown this year in the 162 and against the Angels a couple of years ago, this is a guy who generally did the job. Folk did the job until he gave up his career in that postseason. But you and I have seen a lot of lousy closers. Heathcliff Slocum, you can run down the list in Red Sox uniform. It's hard to find a guy who can do what Papelbon can do. I do think Bard can do it, but the thing that's the question is, who replaces Bard? Who's the guy who comes in and goes after Teixeira and Jeter with 2 on and 2 outs in the 8th, or whatever those circumstances are? So one way or the other, they're going to have a hard time. They have a big hole to replace in that bullpen.
Okay, quickly, would you make Bard a starter? And why?
Yeah, I like that. I think he has a repertoire now. He's above average, a great fastball, above average breaking ball, and a changeup that's usable. 50 innings compared to, 190 innings? A guy with his ability, I want him for 190 innings. So I think they should try that. He wants to do it, but it certainly sounds like that's probably not going to happen.
Okay, and I agree with you, and here's why. Here's another factor why. This free agent market, filled with relief pitchers. You can build a bullpen on this relief market. You cannot find good starting pitching. There's really only a couple of guys. I would take a gamble. I would try to put Bard in the rotation, see if he can fill one of the holes there that way, and then if it doesn't work, you can always move him back into the bullpen if it comes to that.